So I'm walking through the streets here in this neighborhood. Actually ran into a cleanup crew. There's a pastor who's originally from Trenton, New Jersey. He's out in Chicago now, but he came here to help. And what struck me was, in looking at the street and looking at these homes and the work that needs to be done, I can only think back to Hurricane Sandy. And in a neighborhood like this, and I know, like in Belmar, my hometown, you know, when I was helping to run the volunteer cleanup crews, we had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of volunteers who were helping to get streets like this cleaned up and cleared out. And it took us a month to get Belmar stabilized. And there's only a handful of international volunteers here because it's so difficult to get to the island. That is the main difference, I think, in terms of getting people here in Puerto Rico cleaned up and cleared out, is just access. And this is why it's so important that we marshal federal resources. We should be organizing crews of college students, post-grads, people who can take the time off from work to volunteer, bring people down here who understand how to run large operations, who could be here on the ground to help just clean up house by house, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood. Because if that doesn't happen, I can tell you this is going to get a lot worse before it gets better. You already have started to see an infestation of rats. The sludge is very similar to the sandy sludge that we had. You can look in this house behind me right here. If this doesn't get cleaned up, you're going to start to see all kinds of disease pop out of the standing water that's sitting here. So it is imperative that we pull together federal resources with direction from the federal government to get volunteers down here en masse to clean up these neighborhoods and to help our fellow Americans here in Puerto Rico. Gentlemen, would you agree with that?
Yeah. Of course. We need help.